So at that point, the HHFAA were searching everywhere for these midgets, which were hiding in a tree. And one of them said, "Hey guys, why don't we try and set a trap for them, because they're too quick. We can't just, you know, catch them. We you know, we need to talk about this and figure it out, and you know, let's use our minds." So they all went to the library. And you know, being the HHFAA, they suddenly the scales tipped, and then the dwarves came running out of the, you know, the back of the library, and they were like, "Ah!" And they had their spears and their knives and stuff, and they were like, "This is it, HHFAA, this is our final showdown." And then it was a big battle, and the dwarves cut their heads off and lived happily forever in their dwarf skyscraper that's, you know, the size of a regular house. The end. So he left with all the baby ogres in the car, playing around with some magic wands that they found in the back seat, and they decided to play a game. So there were 3 of them, right? So the one took the wand and he said, "I'm going to turn you into something, and I'm going to turn you into something, and whoever's fatter doesn't get to eat." Because we're going to get in the groceries after this because we're hungry. So he takes the magic wand and he goes poof, and the first baby turns into an octopus, and he's, whoa, you know. And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then he goes poof, and the other baby turns into a flower pot. And, you know, and he doesn't say anything. Flowers don't talk. Not even in ogre land.
Sure about that, huh?
Yes. So they're in the car, getting into the groceries and eating everything. Meanwhile, Mama Ogre is out wandering through the forest and becomes very sleepy. And she falls asleep under a magical... Once upon a time, in a parallel Donnie Darko-esque universe.
Oh gosh.
Yes! There was an old man with a cane. He walked around with his cane all the time, you know, like they do. And he had a doctor's appointment. So he goes and he's sitting in the waiting room and he's reading all these magazines that he's not interested in, like Redbook and Cosmo. And so he's waiting and he's waiting, and man, he's just looking at the clock, and it's like, where is this doctor, you know? And it gets so late that the moon comes out, and he's still waiting. They are stuck at a beaver dam. And, you know, they're sitting there and they're like, what are we gonna do? We're just, you know, we're so far from home.
We're deranged.
And, you know, and I have a mental disability, and I think I should be home with the other deranged walrus horse things or whatever. So they said, you know what, forget all that, we're going home. So they turn their fishy tails around, or their flippers, and the, you know, whatever the walrus horse has. Turn around. So they're making their journey home, but unfortunately there was a big storm, and the lightning came down. The sea was really high.
But they could have climbed up a tree.
They didn't climb up a tree. This is my story. and a bolt of lightning came down and zapped poor Marty, and he became a vegetable. Very, very sad. What was the sea turtle's name? Do you have a name?
No.
The retarded sea turtle went home. The end. As it turns out, this particular guy that lost his compass was the old man. That makes sense. And he had his cane. So, she leaves and goes and does something, and he goes up to his hotel room to devise his evil plot. And he's sitting there thinking, and he's, you know, he's looking out his window at the moon. And, you know, he's a serial killer, and most of them are pretty psychotic. So the moon starts talking to him. He goes, hey, old man, I got an idea. And the old man goes, okay, moon, you know, I don't really trust you, because you're the moon. And so the moon says, take this magic key. I stole it from an ogress. And it unlocks a box of power, just unforetold, you know, all that stuff. The old man takes the key. It's a very grand gesture, the moon handing down the key to this mortal man. He's taking it from his hotel balcony. He gets this key. It's, you know, dazzling in the moonlight. And he's holding it. It's like, oh. So once I get this object of superior power, then I'll have the power to win not only my compass back, but Jennifer Aniston as well. And then